All right, so this episode, I really only have two things to talk about. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through this. But wow, did this really open up a lot about this show? And it answered, in a way, so many questions. So, let's get into it. Throughout the whole anime, there were a few things that always bothered me. One, why was there cats everywhere? Two, what's up with the opening with the mysterious white kid turning into a cat suddenly? Like, what's with... And finally, what is the deal with these white shadowy creatures? And thanks to this episode, I think I know what's going on. Maybe, possibly, not fully with the white creatures, maybe. But definitely what's up with all these freaking cats. The whole episode centers around two archaeological department members. God, how do you pronounce his name? This dude right here. I want to say Shiguma Marme, I believe is his name. And his blonde friend Minori. They're playing a game, what they think is a game, where you basically pick a cat avatar if you want to pay the money, and you roam around in a virtual version of the school and the town and stuff. Marume, my dude here, he's like, I don't know if I'm going to like this game, quote unquote. So he decides to just do the demo, which has a completely different form. What does this form look like, you might ask? Oh, I don't know. Maybe like the white shadowy people, and they even float and can fly like them. So like the whole episode, my dude here is just roaming throughout the school in this white shadowy form, while his other friends just chilling as this orange tabby. Through all this, we also get to see all the other cats are chilling. They're not normal cats either. They're also cat avatars that are being controlled by other students and other people. And they're all observing the other students like there's some kind of show. And the students have no idea that these aren't really cats. You know, they're not normal cats. And they're interacting with them, and it's like, oh my god. And the students and other people that are controlling these cats and white shadowy figures, they don't think anything's off. They're all just acting like it's just a really realistic game. It's a simulation that somebody had just completely accurately duplicated the people around them. And it's just all fake. But I don't think that's the case. I think it's pretty obvious that it's not a simulation. It's real life. And they're just treating the real world as a game and using these cats as avatars. And I think that these white shadowy figures are just the people playing the demo. I don't think it was meant to be a game per se, but it definitely, I think it's this program that's causing it. Casey, the white-haired boy here, he's very confused, honestly, as to why so many people are suddenly controlling all these cats. So clearly it wasn't meant to be for the public to use and be able to... He ends up using his cat avatar, which is called Casey, which is funny because that's basically his name, but in letters, which of course is Saku's cat, to go talk to, you know, the two main people who are controlling at the moment. And, you know, just check things out. And then after that, he just seems really troubled by the fact that, you know, these people are using it. And he ends up writing a report up, how there's like a bug, basically. So what's weird then is the next day, you know, they have only faint memories of playing a game, which they're not even sure what the game is, and their heads hurt. So playing the game must have affected them mentally, which almost makes sense because they legit spent the whole day living as these cat avatars and, you know, white shadowy avatars. And I'm wondering if maybe when the white guy, Casey, you know, reported the bug, if maybe they did something and like it's erasing their memories of using it to prevent them from using it again. I'm not sure, but it is very curious. plot and questions aside, I was really excited in the middle of this episode when the character song started playing, because I know that song. Now, I don't know if I stated this before in the previous 4 reviews for this particular anime, but I'm actually a huge Vocaloid fan. I don't know, like, every song in the book. I have particular characters that I listen to more than others. But when Remote Control started to play, my body was freaking ready. Remote Control is a Len Ren song, the Vocaloid twins. I love those two. A lot of the songs that I favor in Vocaloid are these two in particular. But this song, Remote Control, has always been a big, huge favorite of mine. And I really loved the cover that Jubyphonic has done. And if you haven't heard Jubyphonic's cover of Remote Control, I definitely encourage you to go check her out on YouTube. And her vocal range is so amazing. She can voice both sides of the twins, both the male and the female. And, you know, I like the actual Vocaloid singing it themselves as well. But one thing I do have to say is that I was a little disappointed in how they did it in this, you know, particular episode. The song Remote Control is a duet. Like I said, it's for the Vocaloid twins. But in the anime, in the episode, it's for the most part just one person singing it. I mean, maybe I was hearing wrong, but I didn't hear both of them. And I would have had both of them very clearly singing it, taking turns on certain vocals and lyrics and such, because it would have made sense. They're both playing the game. It's focusing on both of them. And, you know, in the actual original song, both Len and Ren got equal time singing the song. I'm pretty sure it's Blake Jackson who voices Marumi that I'm predominantly hearing. And there may have been some pitching involved. I'm not sure, but I believe it's him. And I'm confused because Justin Briner, who voices Minari, the blonde, I know he can sing. I feel like it because I'm pretty sure he's in Ensemble Stars. And that's another singing anime. But it sounds like he's barely in there, if at all. Then again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's featured there a lot more than I'm hearing. But, I mean, he has such a high voice. I would have figured I'd notice him a little bit more. So, I don't know. I feel like he's doing the up, down, blah, blah, blah part. But, I don't know. I feel like his voice could have been featured a little bit more in there. But I wasn't the director. I was in charge of it. They ultimately, you know, have the say, and they usually do what they think is best. And again, it isn't a bad song. It didn't sound bad. I just would have featured both of them a little bit more is all. Anyways, that was basically all I really had to say about this episode, because there was no point in doing like a huge play-by-play, because it was, you know, there's the stuff that happened was mostly just what I talked about. So, yeah, that's the last episode of the week. Make sure you check out the character analysis I did on that MDZS character, which I posted the other day. Other than that, I will see you probably Monday or Tuesday with another baseball anime assassin episode.